welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. Not sleep deprived today. Let's load this back up. God, I was like nodding off. The last time I was playing this, instead of nodding off, I've just been enjoying a headache for the last day or two here in Seattle because the air quality has gone to shit, and apparently, what that means for me is when there's smoke and ash in the air, I don't cough, I don't have a hard time breathing, I just get a perpetual headache the entire time. It's good shit. So if California, British Columbia could stop being on fire, that would be just great. Just real great. Ooh. I totally forget what we were doing. As you could probably see from our save games there, I've been playing off stream quite a bit. And I'm actually doing, in some ways worse and in some ways better, off stream. Apparently, with the Vulcan event that made them change their ideology, they can also get a civil war out of that. And if they get a civil war, you are just in some rough shape for trying to form the Federation early on. Pretty interesting. I like that that's a thing now. I have a feeling that I should just unpause and figure out what's happening as we go along. Yeah, that's probably the best way to deal with this. He says not doing what he says he should do. What do I have here? Really? Orbital manufactories. Really? I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. I guess it's just because I've been building a fleet and paranoid about that being big enough?
We are ready.
Maybe.
A strong empire begins with a firm foundation.
That's a new audio file.
A strong empire begins with
Mev?
Mev, indeed. Yeah, everyone... No one bordering us is in any way threatening, so...
We have located the Tachyon nebulas. Clear the area of...
Oh. Alright. No, I guess that's fine. Yeah, the Enterprise... This is not the NX-01. Yeah, this is the... Oh god, I forget the designation. NCC-151? Yeah, maybe. I'm still not gonna use you. You have a shit ton of hit points. But our other constitutions have more, so never mind. Never mind that. This is the crossfield. Yeah, I built this last time as a proof of concept to see how jump drive works, and I wasn't thrilled. I feel like later on, if we get better jump drives, maybe better jump time reductions, I'll be more impressed by that, but I was not, by any means. Yeah, I think we're mostly just expanding into the core right now, right? Yeah, we're incorporating the Orion Free States. Once we incorporate the Orions, can switch over to, using their construction methods. Yeah, alright. Yeah, the off-stream game that I've been playing, I played with the limitation that I can't exchange,
Rule of acquisition number
I even forget what it's called, exchanging communications with anyone, and that slowed expansion enough to be a bit better, so if/when we do another playthrough this, I'm definitely playing with that house rule, that I can't share comms with anyone else, because it just favors a human player much more than the AI, because I'm sharing communications with the intention of getting more influence, whereas they're just doing it because. Right, we're not going to war with anyone or anything too crazy. I think the only reason I'm not expanding more into the core is a lack of influence. Sounds believable. Hmm. Oh, dear God, we do have just obscene amounts of money.
Initiating communications.
It's nice to have overwhelming amounts of resources, but what the fuck should I do with them? I'm of two minds. One, because it seems like we've already outpaced our neighbors and our main competitors. Part of me is like, maybe restart with more self-imposed penalties or self-imposed restrictions so that you can't outgrow the AI as readily. Another part of me just kind of wants to stick through it, but play things a bit more slowly. And another possibility is just letting Stellaris go until the next DLC comes out and I don't have to manage planets like this anymore. Because that will be a absolute godsend. Full details on what new planet management will be like haven't exactly come out, but details that have already come out have been pretty exciting. Inspires hope that maybe maybe the AI, and particularly the sector AI, will not be so terrible at planetary development, organization, and specialization. But, you know, a boy can dream. Take a 3, Murphy Prime. Yeah, without a doubt, the first time playing through, it was a horrible, horrible, just god-awful mistake for me to have
Initiating communications.
thrown everything in one sector, but it was kind of satisfying. Orion Free States are at 60% completion already. Wow. Alright.
Initiating communications.
Rule of acquisition number 34.
I suppose
War is good for business.
Have made that kind of a high priority.
Construction complete.
Now, without a doubt, there are wars going on around us. We're not involved in any, naturally, but it might behoove me to pop in, take a look at what's going on. Maybe. Jesus. You're just not producing any food in this sector at all. It's not a huge deal, but surprising. It's surprising. Terranova, what you got for me? Bunch of things that have been developed for a long time and don't need to be modified. Yeah, looking like it. Alright, I can live with that. I can live happily with that. Terranova looking good. Pajam shouldn't have anything interesting at all. Nope. Okay. Wow, we're just on top of everything. That's weird. It's not bad, but it's kind of odd. I can have a couple more star bases, right? Yep. And where would I like these? Honestly, probably the more core word, the better. For example, I know I would love to get a second shipyard somewhere closer to the middle of the map. Cardassian Union have disrupted our diplomatic efforts. The Obsidian Order... No, it failed. I'm very okay with failure from them. Right, the Klingons ate the Gorn. I wish, like in EU4 or CK2, that there was a ledger I could open up and check at a glance. Who's at war? Who's at war with who? Who is the biggest fleet? Whose economy is the best? Stuff like that, because that's
We are ready.
really helpful for when I haven't played the game in 4 days. You at war with someone? No? No, you two were at war, but the Breen beat the Shiliak. That's
Construction
right.
complete.
منكدير سبليسور.
The Wadi are at war with the Tarogan, and Dosai was the Karemen. Waxia can't be made into a
Technology discovered.
protectorate because they're unfriendly. Now that unfriendly thing we can actually deal with. If I just say, hey, here's a research agreement, you can have access to our comms, sensor link, and you know, you like Trillium D, right? Yeah, there you go, of course you do, and bioadaptive fertilizer, I mean, who doesn't? And maybe some Jebonite. Hell yeah. You'll love me for this? If I send it to them. Starbase 3. And you know, maybe it's problematic that I make deals like this and that players have the capacity to calculate, like, ooh, I want to make them a protectorate, but to do that I need them to be, you know, wary or not hostile. How do I make them not hostile? Oh, just give them a bunch of stuff. I don't think the AI makes plays like that, which maybe means that I shouldn't make plays like that. But if the game has the mechanics allowing and facilitating that sort of play, this seems like I'd be missing out if I didn't. Yeah, there we go.
Initiating communications. Survey complete.
Just assuming this is nothing important. Yep. It's never anything important. And that's a shame. My attitude about new trade deal offer. It's like nothing I'm interested in is my knee-jerk reaction. Like, oh, the AI isn't actually worth giving me anything worth a damn. That should never be a player's first reaction to a trade deal. A trade deal should be like, ooh, exciting or interesting, or it should be provocative in some way, not meh. Meh is probably the last thing you want any game mechanic to be inspiring in a player. But, you know, the trade system's getting a good look at, as is the resource system, so I will save my ceaseless complaints on that account, because I know the devs are well and aware that it's not fun, and they're working on it. I'd say tirelessly, but they did take a well-deserved vacation, so
Technology
reasonably
discovered.
and consistently. Better inertial dampers are cool. Oh, well shit. Okay, Tech Physics 01352 reduces the likelihood of catastrophic events while using advanced FTL drives. This is exactly the sort of thing I said that I would need in order to use advanced FTL drives in the future, so okay, right on. I'm happy to have that. You calling my bluff, game? That's a 33. Is this also a 33? Yeah. We're using Saladin class. Yes. Yeah, we are. Well, they're all fit for an upgrade. As we have inertial damper type 3s
Technology
up and ready to go. And you know, I have hardened shields on here. That's cool, that's cool. But why don't I use this? Because, yeah, hardened shields gives us more armor and shields and yada yada yada, but giving us more power raises damage and evasion. And, although it doesn't say it here, more excess power boosts sublight speed. So if my concern is really how fast ships go, that is what I should be boosting. Now, I'm not thoroughly convinced of that. Shields are quite good. Yeah, maybe later. Maybe later. Right now, let's just stick to something somewhat reasonable. These heavy covariant phasers, 9.5. Yep, they're definitely the best, and no better photon torpedoes. Alright, fine. You got it. And this is a fleet of Constitution class, yeah. Okay, that's alright. We're just upgrading the inertial dampers, and I don't think anything else changes, right? Plasma exhaust sensor, nah, that's terrible. What does this boost? Armor, shields, hull points, oh, okay, tanky, cool. Well, this will burn up some more money. Yeah, that's a grand upgrade, This is 200 to upgrade, alright, much less than I was expecting. Why are you chilling in Iota Pisceo? Was I talking about going to war with this Inkethi? Did I declare war on this Inkethi? I could have sworn that I declared war on someone. Did I not? Because these Inkethi... No, you're just here. You're not at war with anyone? What the fuck am I doing over here then? Maybe I was just being belligerent.
We are ready.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Okay. Let's just go upgrade things then. The Federation Science Council's real good, so I'm doing that. That's way too good to not get. What's your problem? Need more influence. Yeah. Who doesn't? What are we doing on leaders? 16 to 14. Okay, yep. That's enough. That's a good number, I suppose. So we have the Scout. Let's go to the USS Scout and reassign your leader. Yeah. Let's give Miriam Diaz here better position. Whoever the fuck that was. Brian or Baron Duran. Goodbye. And Yuana, goodbye. There's no penalty for being over the leader limit, but I don't know, feels silly. What trash is this? Yep, garbage. Oh, you want to give me that processed dilithium? No, not really. I haven't wanted to give it away. I really wish in maybe the strategic resources menu I could just like right click on one of these to indicate to the AI that I never want to trade it regardless of how much of it I have. Like, I never want to trade away prosperity. I never want to trade away dilithium of any kind. And that isn't that difficult of a system to code. Many 4X games have trade systems where you can indicate what resources you want, what resources you don't. Yeah, I did read that Chris Pine, is that his name, walked away from the reboot Star Trek series. I don't care. the
Survey complete.
The oh my, Kelvin Timeline series, it was pretty, but didn't do much for me. I could care less. I'm much happier with the way that Discovery has covered Star Trek more than the Star Trek reboot movies. Betazoid, but you're just eager. I want a... you are an... Yeah, you'll work here. You'll work here. The scout needs a new captain. Yeah, I don't know if that's a popular opinion or unpopular opinion. I don't really care. Like, it... Into Darkness... My god, I can't even remember what... Star Trek... Kelvin... Timeline, what movies are these even? God, the 2009 one was terrible. Future Romulans going and blowing up Vulcan because reasons, and then Into Darkness was really not dope, and there was the... I don't know. Yeah, none of them really did much for me. It didn't it didn't move me enough to, like, dislike it actively or to like it. Like, it just did nothing for me. It's like, yep, this is Star Trek, but without any of the substance of Star Trek. It'd be like, I don't know. It's hard to come up with another show that so much of the heart and soul of it was political commentary and social commentary and using science fiction as a platform to talk about the world that we live in, talk about the ways that certain things we do or have done are problematic, and that we want a better future, and we want to build a better future, and we believe that a better future is possible. It just seems really tone deaf to take a series, Star Trek, built on the betterment of humanity is its ideal, and replace that with camera tricks, fucking flare all over the place, lens flare, lens flare, lens flare, and I mean good CGI, but like mediocre writing and really tired, unimpressive storylines. Well, twins are pretty cool. Guy with 3 feet could be cool. I'm imagining like a oh god, a tripod like War of the Worlds style aliens. Not like new War of the Worlds. I'm talking like H.G. Wells era War of the Worlds tripod Martians. It's honestly the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, dope. Twins sound kind of cool, also kind of confusing. I would feel like such a terrible parent because I know I would get my kids confused. I know myself well enough to know that would happen. I mean, I can understand why might not be a huge fan of the joke, but
Construction complete.
Hopefully it's a comfy couch then. You know, I never really understood the idea of like, sleeping on the couch is punishment. Like, I kinda do, I get it, but most of the couches I've had in my formative years and in my adult life have been fairly comfortable. Like, sleeping on the couch is kind of weird in that I'm sleeping in a room that's a public space, but outside of that, it's really not all that bad.
Technology discovered.
Alright, that's a cool tech. We're gonna get no mileage out of it whatsoever because I'm kind of over it. The better phasers, I guess? The Viridians, can I go ahead and add you to the Federation? No? Why not? Will not associate. Why? Why are you hostile? Border friction. Yeah, but like, what if no border friction? Cuddles are pretty amazing, but couch cuddles. Yeah, yeah. Never.
Prima Bostina.
Could I invite you to a coalition? It's sad and disappointing that even though I raised the difficulty, we're still massively eclipsing everything else. The Federation just has such a propensity, such an ability to expand quickly. So one limitation, and I am gonna start writing these down because
Technology
if I'm
discovered.
playing as the Federation ever again, we need some fucking house rules to make this more difficult. One is we can never share communications. Alright, so never
Construction complete.
share comms. Two, I'm gonna say when incorporating a new power, I can only use the cheapest option. Like the Orion, for example. The Orion Free States, I keep calling them the Syndicate, they're not. We have been pouring a lot of influence into them. Why don't we say we can only use slowest Federation integration.
Construction complete.
Maybe medium. I think limiting who we share our comms with will already really make a substantial difference. In the test game I've been running in the last few days, I've noticed a pretty significant difference in our ability to expand, but like I was saying, in my test game I also had the Vulcans never joined the Federation, so that was interesting. Yeah. Lenin and Trotsky are A+ children names.
Ships upgraded.
Sounds like a totally respectable name choice, comrade. Totally respectable. You know, probably during some period of United States history, Lenin and Trotsky were... There's, you know, probably a line graph, right, in popularity of those names over time, and I imagine, like, in the late 1800s, early 20th century, there's probably a pit where it starts getting more popular and then just, like, dies off immediately. In, like, the 1910s, 1920s, probably goes up a little bit and then drastically drops off in the mid to late 20s and in the 30s particularly. It's too much power. It's too much power being able to name someone. You get to determine so many things about this this new person's life right from the get-go. Just a very easy, simple decision. I mean, obviously it's not so simple. A lot of folks deliberate over it a lot, but names are pretty important in making first impressions and maintaining our impressions of people, and how hard or how easy it is to take someone seriously, and establishing our initial disposition towards someone. Ah, the Kingdom of Score. Right. I hated this. Rumors of civil unrest have reached us from the highly advanced yet reclusive Kingdom of Score. So far, no further information is available, though, given the technological superiority the kingdom demonstrates over more involved powers in the galaxy, we must remain cautious to all possibilities. Oh, I've come up with some really good children names. I can't for the life of me remember. I had some really good dad jokes. Well, bad dad jokes, because by default, I guess they can't be good. But for the life of me, I can't remember them. Why did I just get this? Oh, we became the Federation leader? Yeah, sure did. Sure did. And all these fleets are maximum size. Really? Well, not the heavy fleet. We can make the heavy fleet bigger. Hell yeah. Give me more constitutions. As if we're already not powerful enough. Let's just keep knocking it. Right. Okay, before I read this, another restriction, if I do a reset, that I'm going to do is claim nearest systems first. Systems first, and what I mean by that is that I can't railroad or try to branch out like I do every fucking time I play this and try to go get the Betazoids and the Trill as quickly as possible. Normally I snake in and try to circle things. Not doing that. Clear all hostiles ASAP. Clear hostiles ASAP. Pirates, etc. The point of that is taking on pirates will drain our resources a lot more quickly. We will have to pay more in repairing and replacing our fleet, which I'm gonna fucking hate. But it will slow down our expansion just a little bit more. There was no Terra Nova this time, right? Yeah, we didn't get Terra Nova this time. Asteroid must hit Earth. You know what? If it slowed shit down, maybe I have to make it so we lose the Zindi crisis to start out. My name is Minister Chiki of the Kingdom of Score. Our races have interacted a little over the years, but we've observed you and found a few among you to be of great potential. What I must ask of you is difficult, for few outside the kingdom know how close the galaxy is to peril. The soul of Valar has been stolen. Without the soul, my people will fall back to prior barbarism. Civil war will spread from our borders across to the wider galaxy. We must request one of your leaders assist us in retrieving the soul. Yeah.
Log updated.
I need to get something here in 1,000 days? Good luck. How long to get the Enterprise out here? Ah, yeah, okay, I can get the Enterprise out here. And then I'll just assign an Admiral to it. Yeah, you know what? Fudge, you got me. Leaders? Leaders? I have too many leaders. I'll just reassign one of these once the Enterprise gets out. Right, I forgot. I totally forgot we have a changeling.
Initiating communication.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm putting the changeling in charge of the Enterprise and sending the changeling off to take care of things. Now, last time, our leader died horribly during this event. So if the changeling dies, I'm sorry, but that's what you get. Orion free states are up to 70%. Yeah. I got very lucky with my name. Alex is a very... it's very popular, so it's sort of anonymous in how popular it is, especially when I was born. Super, super popular name that year, and in all the years surrounding it. It's, agender. You know, Alex can be used for any type of person, and no assumptions will be made about that person's gender.
Survey complete.
And it has very cool history associated with it. It's a very powerful, impactful, influential sort of name. Alexanders are typically... You know, you hear Alexander, for most people it triggers thoughts of, like, Alexander the Great, or inventors, or politicians, mathematicians, scientists, that sort of thing. I was serious about a restart, but I might do it later. I've already played through once as a Federation, and the longer I put off a restart, the more restrictions I can come up with, and the more restrictions I can come up with, the better, because the game is making it very obvious to me that it cannot restrict me. It can't slow me down enough. I need to slow me down. Why are you all angry? Why are you so angry? Who the fuck? Did I colonize this? Did I do this? I must have. This was a mistake. This whole planet was a mistake. Can I build anything to increase happiness here? No, okay. Do we have... Well, that's getting upgraded. So I can reduce the unhappiness there, and I guess Alpha Centauri get upgraded. I'm not offline. Which might have been hiccupy.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, I just reloaded Twitch and it's working fine for me. Presumably it's working fine for Twitch. Promenade is actually quite good. It makes it so that all of our energy producing buildings on starbases produce more energy. By that I mean our trading hubs. Clinical complex is fine. This is... yeah, let's get Naval Fleet Command. There we go. It does that on occasion. Twitch is a very busy platform. So as much as I'd like to be indignant about it, I can't be. I can't reasonably be indignant.
Log updated.
We got Tenerian Plague on Tagra 4 again. Nope.
Survey complete.
That actually is a an old bug that you... and it is an old and recurrent bug, hosting not canceling when I go live, or when a streamer goes live, but should be fine. Dude, while I'm at it...
Construction complete.
oh. Smash uptime. Ah, okay, move on, it's in chat, cool. Look at this guy using slash commands instead of exclamation commands. Yeah, auto host is really great when it works. Not when it's not. Which is a very redundant thing to say, I suppose. Yeah, many inactive buildings. Wait, go back. Yeah, that one. Get rid of all these minerals. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Maybe I could be more strict about what planets we colonize or don't colonize. I'm actually having a really hard time telling if going balls to the wall and colonizing everything is helping us or hurting us. I'm doing it with the intention that it's hurting us, but it may actually be helping us. The Vaadwaur attacking the Devore. Well, you knocked yourself right out. That should be fine. Maybe a restriction should be form the United Federation of Planets as soon as possible. My opinion on restarting is, I'm not feeling too rushed to do it because this campaign is already a restart, and the last campaign was a restart of the campaign before this. This is like the third the third series of playing as the United Federation of Planets I'm doing, and it's a very chill, laid-back experience for me. So this is more like me brainstorming, okay, if I do this again, how can I make this harder for myself without using the shitty difficulty setting? Because the difficulty setting in this game is arbitrary and it doesn't feel fun difficult, it feels unfair difficult. Forming the United Federation to Planet, the UFP, as quickly as possible makes it so that we get less initial systems. I talk about this a lot early on, before we form the United Federation, that I want the Andorians to expand as much as possible, the Vulcans to, the Tellarites to, and me as well, and for us to get as many other powers into the Federation before it forms, so I can just annex them all at once. But if you don't try to min-max that, and instead trying to form the Federation as early as possible, that would, again, take away some of our initial momentum. This is me just coming up with a list of ways to make the game more fair for the AI. I could force myself to use a mixed fleet composition as well.
Initiating
I don't
communication.
really know if that's a good restriction or not, because mixed fleet composition is actually designed to be better than what I'm using. So that trade deal reminded me, never take free gifts. Never taking free gifts is important because occasionally, especially people you border who feel threatened by you, will just throw you thousands and thousands of credits and minerals, and most of the time they can't put it to good use, but I'd rather no one put it to good use then. Oh, no. Do pre-build structures? No, God, I don't hate myself that much. Only build a building if a pop exists would just be a lot of micromanagement for me. I need to pre-build. Otherwise, it can wait. The restart can wait until the next series comes out. Yeah, this will be a restriction. What I'm about to do right here, can't do it. No interspecies medical exchange, because this is just broken. If you have enough energy, it lets you just turn energy into influence, and the AI is too stupid to take advantage of the same mechanic. Well, it's not stupidity so much as it is it won't take advantage of it. Not because it's stupid, but because the game actually values your computer not turning into a smoldering husk. So no interspecies medical exchange, doctor farming. I could say to let Mars take as long as possible, but actually I don't think that's necessary. The process of terraforming Mars it's already a pretty good cost-benefit handoff, as far as I'm concerned. So what I am That's not what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do. Give me a genius. No. Give me... You're okay. A genius. A genius, though? I kind of wish at a certain point that I could just tell the game, listen, I have 23,000 energy. How many people am I going to have to hire to make this happen? Just make that happen for me. God damn it. Another doctor. It's a lot of restrictions, but mostly it's just eliminating strategies that I use because the AI doesn't strategize for the most part. The AI doesn't have a very keen mind, or a mind at all, for tactics and strategy, and to give it more of an opportunity, I need to take less advantage of game exploits. That, or restrict the ways that I can build things, or... Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Because really I'm just trying to help the AI out by shooting myself in the foot as much as possible without completely taking the fun away. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for this. Oh, here's a doctor. Oh, here's a doctor. Just give me a genius and this can all stop, game. Just give me Spark Genius. All I want. Spark Genius. I'm a simple man. Not asking for much. No leader cycling? That is a great restriction. No leader cycling. No election interference. Yeah. Because you're right, the AI wouldn't be doing this either. Yeah, maybe if I come up with a good enough list, next time I stream this, we'll be streaming a new heavily restricted run to see how things go. But I feel like just streaming this normally for today, finding problematic things that I do that I can cut out to make the game more difficult is a good idea. Because it's too fucking late. It's too fucking late for this save to make it balanced. We've already eclipsed our neighbors, and we will for some time. Now, leader cycling feels a little exploitive, but on the other hand, that's what energy is for, right? These costs are supposed to make energy prohibitive, but basically, with an income this large, and playing on a map this large, it seems completely reasonable to just hire another leader every month and think nothing of it. I'd like the shotgun 3D printed. So just give me a 3D printer and I'll take care of the rest. I promise. No bamboozling. Oh my god, game. Fuck off. Just give me... Hallelujah. Halla-fucking-luya. Okay, so... Mari, welcome aboard. How much did that cost? That cost us about 9,000 energy credits, right? What if instead of leader cycling, I just assigned an arbitrary energy point cost per the traits that I want? Like Spark of Genius, maybe reduce a 4 traits? Question mark? Now either, and the reason I'm saying this is if I really fucking want someone with Spark of Genius, or someone who's telepathic, for example, to get psionic abilities, it cost me 11k? Didn't we start at 25k? Alright, yeah. Spark of Genius. Genius. That's actually a good idea for a mod. Note to self. Mod. Idea. Pay. Energy. For leader. Like a leader designer type thing, not just randomly assigned leaders, because they're not really randomly assigned. Right, these three are randomly assigned, but I can just keep cycling through this and force the game to make more. If instead I'm very picky about it, then I could, here's an idea, for anomalies, or decisions that give you decisions, I guess, like click option 1, click option 2, click option 3. What if I just rolled like a d3 or a d6 and divided it by 2 and just let... Nah, that takes all the autonomy out of the game. That's kind of dumb. Well, it's kind of like in EU3.
Technology
but
discovered.
yeah, kind of like in EU4, for example, like how if I really fucking want a theologian, I can go pay a lot of money to the religious, to the clergy, and then I will be able to hire on a theologian for 50% cost. But I already had to pay a ton to the clergy to make it happen. So maybe if I could work out like a, Spark of Genius is worth 10,000 energy. Or you can just randomly roll. That sort of thing. Right, this is over. One Betazoid died. Goodbye, USS Walker. Now, I'm not trying to be overly clever with it, but it's a system that does eat up a lot of time. I could make it so that if something's in a sector, I don't micromanage it. Can only invest in sectors, not micromanage them. That's an idea. Invest in sectors. Can't micro manage. Restart until you get the Terran Novans. Oh no. No. That would be horrible, because it just takes so long to get a ship down to Eta Cassiopeia and do this over and over. We did get lucky, and I didn't mention this. The size of Earth is variable in the starts. It goes from size 21 at the lowest to size 25. Its planet size. Arguably, I could just reset until we got the lowest possible size Earth, but I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it at all.
Technology discovered.
One way to slow down our expansion even more is to force me to assign governors to sectors. Must assign governors to sectors. Though that's making it dangerously close to this being actually unplayable, because the game is not balanced around that. Your leader limit is very heavily restricted. Exotic matter, tricobalt warheads. Now let's go for the Peregrine Assault Fighter, but take a hot minute to take a look at these new ships. Part of why I want to just keep going with the run we already have going is I want to look at all the new ships. Even if we're dominating, that's not really why I'm doing this run. I'm not playing this out of some sense of like, ooh, I want to challenge, because this isn't going to be challenging. Playing the Federation is easy. It's fun, but easy. But I wanted to take a look at the new ship systems, and the United Federation of Planets is the only one with this new ship system. So we have light cruiser, torpedo barrage, space superiority. If I had to guess, Light Cruiser might actually do the most damage. I was gonna say Torpedo Barrage, but it might be Light Cruiser. 2.8, 4.0. Okay, Coherent Phaser here, here. 9.59. Yep, still Coherent Phaser. This is 30.73. 52.11. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. So this needs to beat 52.11. It does. This is 52.50. Alright, Torpedo Barrage actually does more. What do you know? Now, will this do more than 52.20? No, it will not. Looks like Torpedo Barrage is the highest overall DPS. Now, I appreciate that means that it's relying on torpedoes, and torpedoes aren't the most accurate thing in the world, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Slap you on a EPS relays, enhanced hardened shields, because we're going with a more diversified build here. Additional bulkheads. I could just go with auto-generated designs only. No, I'm not doing that. Ooh. So centaurs look generic. I mean, they're alright. I actually really love these giant nacelles. I like how this looks. This isn't doing much for me. Damage is nice. Can I retire the Miranda, actually? Since I'm not using it. Talk to me. Show me white cruisers. You know what? Retire the Centaur. I know I just got it, but I don't even want it. Show me frigates. The Akula class. Have I made any Akulas? No. And I'm not going to retire that because I can't make that. That might be a mistake. Let's get rid of the Kelvins and the Mirandas. Our heavy fleet is currently using Constitutions. Yeah. So keep the Constitutions. Oh, back. Long-range explorers. Goodbye, Miranda. But the Mirandas, in the long run, end up being pretty good, actually. In the long run, the Mirandas have the 7th highest evasion. Nah, I'm keeping the Miranda class. Even if I'm not impressed with them right now, I will be eventually, I hope. Multi-mission vessels. Yep, we're keeping the Constellation. Heavy cruisers. Wait, what? Multi-mission, Constellation, heavy cruiser, Constitution. Are you... You a boy? Or a girl? Or you are Constitutions, you are not... Yeah, okay, that's an understandable mix-up. Constellation, Constitution. I've never even made a Constitution. Let's do that real quick. They look pretty dope. Battle cruiser probably is going to do less damage than dedicated shuttle bay, but let's give it the old college try. 19. Okay, coherent phasers. 70.15. Damn. 70.15. Okay. You're actually really going to have to try to... Never mind. 130. 127. That's an amazing amount of damage. Just real good. You're not going to beat 127. Nope. Nope. Give me the shuttle bay. What do you boost? You're cheaper, more weapon damage, more armor, ship hull point, ship... Yeah, shield hit point. This is just better. Okay. Yep. Engineering quarters. Give you some enhanced hardened shields. Right? Yep. And then you throw some EPS. on here. Give me some inertial dampers. That's only gonna get you up to 43. Ah, nothing amazing, but you know, it's not bad either. Wow, alright, so the Constellation is tougher than the Constitution. Am I upgrading the heavy fleet still? Yeah, let's stop that. Stop that. And I know we're about at an hour. Yeah, I'll put in a cut here. Why not? If you're watching this on Twitch, I'm going to keep streaming. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is it for today. Stop by again tomorrow. In the meantime, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly stuff. Until then, toodaloo, take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.